big morning, of course, as we build up towards FWD Champions Day. Yahagi-san, thank you for your time. I'll start off with you. Loves Only You. How has she travelled over to Hong Kong from Dubai?
やはりドバイでは一頭で調整しなきゃいけなかったということで、なかなか難しいところはあったんですけども、いわゆる輸送に関しては非常にスムーズに、来れたと思います。香港ジョッキークラブのおかげだと思っています。
When did you come up with the plan, Yahagi-san, to bring her from Dubai to Hong Kong?
かなり早い時期、ドバイに行くことを決めた時からそのように考えていました。ただ、現在のパンデミックの状況があったので、その部分だけ、解消できればぜひドバイから香港へというルートは早くから考えていました。
We know that she's a high-class mare. She's a Japanese Oaks winner from a couple of years ago. She won in Japan prior to going to Dubai. She ran a great race behind Meshrif in the Dubai Shima Classic. Is she in the best form of her career in 2021?
オークスを勝った時は非常にいい状態で、その後長い間ちょっと、状態を落としてたんですけども、今年になって非常に上がってきて、特に、前走のドバイは3着負けましたけれども、3頭は本当に世界のトップクラスだと思ってますし、そのコンディションを保ちたいなと考えています。
We've seen you here before, Yahagi-san, in Hong Kong with Lise Gracheux, who ran great races on a Hong Kong Vase and a QE2 Cup. How would you compare Loves Only You with Lise Gracheux?
もちろん遜色ない状態だと思いますし、リス・グラシュは日本とオーストラリアでグループ1勝ちましたけれども、香港で勝てなかったので、そのリベンジという意味も込めての遠征です。
And one more question for you, Yahagi-san, from myself before I move on to Vincent. The other Japanese rivals that you face in the race, Glory Vase, Koseki, Daring Tact, how do you compare your horse to those three?
今年日本から遠征している4頭は全て非常にレベルの高い馬で、実力差はあまりないと思っています。ただ、彼女は、ドバイ遠征を経験したということで、またさらに一つたくましくなってますので、当然、彼らといい勝負ができると考えています。
Vincent, thanks for waiting. You, of course, rode Loves Only You in a piece of work on Monday. What were your first impressions of her?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Konnichiwa, Yahagi-san. I think she settled real well. Jump on her and walk to the track on the turf, and she looks around a lot and curious about everything, but on a calm way. So very positive, and she wasn't sure about things, and when she looked around and when she thinks it's okay, then she kept walking, and everything is good. We walked to the track on the dirt track because we're just gonna trot a little bit past the turn, and we start cantering at a back straight. And once she get on the track, she's really concentrated, and that shows how professional she is. She trot well and canter really relaxed. Very happy with her work. And she handled right turn, left turn, no problem. She changed legs on when she entered the turn, and in the straight she changed back to the left, and everything is so smooth and nice. So, and she walked back quietly as well. Walking and looking around again. So I'm really happy how she is at the moment.
Vincent, we've already spoken obviously about her performance in Dubai and what she's done in her career overall. Have you had a look at her replays, and what do you think of her lead-up form?
Yeah, I think Dubai Shima Classic, she performed really well. Only beat by a short margin to Meshrif, and one of the exceptional horses in the world at the moment. And she can run really close to him. So I think she is going to be very competitive here. Because she also settled well here. So yeah, looking forward to it for sure.
So she's done a lot of travelling already this year, obviously going from Japan to Dubai, now here to Hong Kong. Did she feel at all like that travel had taken anything out of her, or does she feel still fit and well?
Still feel good, I think she is a really good traveler. and she get used to travel in Dubai and working by herself. So when she come to Hong Kong, of course it's a new environment, but she settled really well and she's so relaxed. So it's all in positive side.
And how did the opportunity come up for you, Vincent, to get this ride at Loves Only You in the QE2?
Yeah, it's really grateful that Hiroshi-san contacted me, and I have the great opportunity from support from the trainer and the owner, of course. It's really really surprising, but in a happy way, of course. I'm gonna grab this opportunity 100%.
So just touching on that point as well and expanding upon that, Vincent, riding here in Hong Kong, you've seen how well these Japanese horses have done when they've come here for our big international meetings. What does it mean to you that you're going to be riding one in a big race here on Sunday?
When I was a kid, I always see Japanese horses come to Hong Kong, and they also perform really well, and they breed really good horses, winning around the world in Dubai and UK, and in Hong Kong, of course. So it's top horses. You always want to be on them, and really grateful to have this opportunity to be on this mare.
And we're going to be talking to you later on this week about Golden 60, so I won't go too much into him now, but in general, Sunday's a huge day for you. How are you feeling in the build-up to it, Vincent?
Well, excited. I'm myself, my side is all ready for that, and really looking forward to it. Horses are, looking well and feeling well. They all are. So, just excited and can't wait for Sunday to come.
Yes, we all are, certainly. Okay, that's it for me as far as questions are concerned, but time to open up to the floor here at Sha Tin and also to the press on Zoom. Who'd like to start off with the first question from either Zoom? Who would like to raise their hand first to put in a question? Let's go to Tom Biddington from the South China Morning Post with the first question.
Thanks, Ed. This is to Mr. Yahagi, just to expand on what Vincent was saying before. What was the process of selecting a jockey, and how did you come to arrive at Vincent?
正直日本のジョッキーが非常に生きづらい状況であることが一つですけれども、その中で、ヴィンセントがやはり今一番勢いがあるのではないかというふうに思って、彼に依頼しました。
Okay, who's next? Who would like to ask the next question for our two guests?
A couple of questions. Vincent already headed off one of them. I was wondering about a question for Mr. Yahagi about the difference with this horse right-handed and left-handed. She seems to be much better this way. Is that correct?
いや、これは右も左も全く関係ないと思います。
Okay, well, similar question while I'm there, also for Yahagi-san. Is 2,000 metres a little bit on the short side for her? Her best performances seem to be 2,400 and 2,200 metres.
自分の中では2,400は本来は少し長いと思っていて、2,000メーターから2,200メーターがベストではないかと考えています。
I believe Mr. Goda-san, I believe you've also got a question too, so I'll bring you into the conversation now, Goda-san.
Well, this is maybe the question to Hiroshi Ando-san. So Mr. Yahagi mentioned, he had a little difficulty in Dubai after the Dubai Shima Classic. All other Japanese gone back to Japan, and Loves Only was left by herself without any company horse. So what was actually difficulty you had? What was the problem?
矢作先生、一頭で調教するって、ドバイで一頭で調教するって一番何が難しかったですかねっていうところですけどね。
それはもう当然馬っていうのはね、仲間がいてパートナーがいて集団性の動物ですから、その部分はやはり寂しかったんじゃないでしょうかね。女の子ですし。
I believe that we're almost out of time for this press conference. I've just been asked to ask Ando-san if you could just pass on to Yahagi-san just what Vincent said in his interview and if there's anything that Yahagi-san would like to add to that before we wrap things up.
馬のパフォーマンスは高いと思うんで、信じて乗ってくれたらそれでいいなと思います。
Fantastic.
Yes, I will. Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu.
ありがとう。
Arigatou gozaimasu, everybody. Mr. Yahagi, thank you. Mr. Ando, thank you for translating. And Vincent, thanks for your time this morning as well.
Thank you so much.
ありがとうございます。
Arigatou gozaimasu.